Hey everyone, it's Lish here, coming to you from the 412, and I've got my stability ball core workout for you. Make sure you are mindful of your breath. It's going to be very important to work with your core, with your breath work. We're getting into the wall sit here. So mind your rest. If you're having some tension, you can knead your muscles with your knuckles. That's always fine. And fight for time, right? So even though it's going to burn, make sure you fight to get those extra seconds in. Warming up with a wall sit, just grounding the spine and finding elongation. Make sure there's a connection between your belly button and the pelvis, right? So top of your pelvis. You want to use those bathroom muscles. And just deep inhale, maybe give yourself 7 seconds. Exhale for 11 seconds or counts. Go for 4 if you need to. And then gently allow those breaths to get longer. Excellent. We've got some rest here. So we're going to get down to the floor. Down to the floor. We want our stability ball today. Lay down with your back on the floor. Find that grounding connection that you had on the wall with your mat. And let's raise the legs up, raise the arms up, stability ball in the arms first. We're going to go for a pass-through. Pass-through is very simple. We're going to squeeze in between the ankles, tap the ball to the floor, and then with the hands we let them come up and tap the ball to the floor. So this is going to give you a full body stimulation. There's going to be a lot of muscles working here. Keep your head off the floor if you can, with your chin engaged towards your chest. Nice. And you can do these slow or fast. That is up to you. Video is not sped up. That's usually about how fast I do them. The pass-through is a really great exercise just for overall understanding of what your transverse core does, what wraps around the spine. So that focal point, that area in between under your armpit and to the top of your hip, that is an important core. So we want to try to engage as much of that as possible. It can be a little bit hard just because with our limbs extended, there's more weight. Oh, there's your rest. Good job, good job. And remember, you can always pause the video if you want to try that move again. All right, well, it's time to stand up, and we're going to sit down on the ball. Opening up our feet hip width apart, making sure our feet are parallel, making sure our ankles and our knees are in a nice line. Arms are in front of you, and it's the bridge rollout. So essentially, you are allowing your knees just to stop before they go over your second and third toe. That's important. And you're rolling out and extending the arms behind you and coming back up. So inhale as you go down, exhale as you're sitting up high. That's how I would breathe, like that. And really, the arms are the last things to come into place, right? So see how I'm going down, then arms extend back, then arms up, and they're always stopping right in line with the shoulder. Try to sit up as tall as possible. Key goal is to have elongation in the spine. You're doing amazing, sweetie. And rest. Nice work. Make sure you're getting some water if you need it. Work those muscles if you need to, rubbing them. It's always nice to touch your body with loving hands, especially the tummy area. Help work out some stress. All right, so we're going to get down to our hands and knees and place our forearms on top of the stability ball. Make sure your knees are open up about hip width apart, and we're slaying our hips forwards. We want a nice tight core. And that's what we're doing, is we're sending our elbows away from our body and then pulling them forward toward our body. or pulling them back. That's probably the best way. Be conscientious of your shoulders. Try to use as much of your back as possible to achieve this motion. And you don't have to go as far out as I am, right? So work within your own range of motion. Did you see my cat? My life, I tell you. Keep it up, keep it up. I know it's probably burning. Don't stop. Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. And now you can stop. Grab some water if you need it. So we're going to go for the full extension of that, okay? You just did the modified. Now let's do the full elbow rock. Extend your legs backward and try to send your heels toward the floor. For your stability, ignite more of your glutes in this action to try to help your back carry that load. Try to feel the tops of your thighs engage, right? Those quads. Lots of things for staying stable in this particular movement. If you need to, you can widen up your feet. Mine are pretty much in line with my hips, but if you are using a mat, you can make them as wide as the mat. You want to be stable. I know you're all like, what is this? Again, I miss you all. Would love to hear the groans happening in person. Keep that up. Make sure you're breathing here. It's like an inhale as you pull, exhale, send away, or change it up. Aid this movement with breath. Fight for time. Almost there. There we go. There's your rest. You're doing amazing, sweetie. Next up, we're going to go for full plank. So you can keep that same positioning and place your chest onto the ball with your arms out. So you're going to place your hands kind of right underneath your shoulders. Yep, but chest is on the ball, arms out underneath the shoulders, extend back. Find a very tight connection between spine and front of body, and you're going to press up. Now, if you need to at any moment, you can always gently drop to the knees or drop your body down onto the ball. But always remember, stability is just a footstep away, right? So you can always step forward, you can bend your knees, try not to fall. And you're just breathing here, always fighting for the next exhalation. There we go. Keep up the good work. Keep it up. Just breathe. Almost there. Keep it up. And there's your rest. Nice work. So if you like that, you're going to love this next one. In theory, the stability ball rolls, okay? So there are going to be a number of exercises that stability means maintaining balance even while rolling. Keep that in mind here as we get into a side plank. I want you to wrap your arm around the stability ball. Try to keep your hips and knees, ankles in line here. And we're going to step up into a side plank and see how it rolls, but I'm not scared. Key thing is keep those hips pressed forward. Again, that connection between belly button and the top of the pelvis. Using those bathroom muscles, you'll feel your glutes engage. All of the same muscles in the full plank you want to feel in the side plank. And once you're prepared, you can roll through. Let your eyesight lead the way. Don't try to do this without moving your neck. You're just going to reach, and then you're going to open back up. And as you can see, I'm rolling on the stability ball. It rolls. I'm not going to fall down. Try to keep your hips up as high as possible, but it's okay if they lean into the stability ball. Don't move. We're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. Keep going. Stay on one side. And you can always modify your feet. So if you're having a hard time with stacked, you can place the bottom foot in front and the top foot behind it. So heel toe. And also, if you do need to, definitely come down to knee. But if you have this video and there is not a modified adjustment for this, I don't want you to do it. Just plain and simple. You know how I am. Here we go. Get ready. Now you can switch sides. Go ahead, get up into it. It's all right. Take your time. You've been doing a great job. There we go. Find balance first. Always find balance. Make sure you're finding your eye line. And just start small so you don't have to reach as far under in one swoop. You can also go a little bit at a time. That's it. Make sure you're breathing too. I'd inhale down, exhale as I come up. Remember, I'm just showing multiple sides. I'm the demo, not the workout. Key thing is confidence. You don't have to worry about falling, right? Because you have a core. You have a core, so you don't have to worry about falling. And fight for time. So if the stacked feet position is getting tiring, switch down into heel toe if you need to. Excellent job. Grab some water. Massage your back if it's killing you. It's not killing you, you're fine. These are actually going to really help with back pain just by giving you a more cohesive core. Everything working together for your greater good. So we're going to get up and you're going to sit back down on the ball. Feet open, hip width apart, nice and parallel. Place pressure into your big toe, pinky toe, and heel. Make sure that you are engaging your adductors. Roll out into a bridge here. And we're going to do a swimmer. So this is great for neck pain. As you can see, my neck and shoulders are being supported by the ball and my hips aren't. So you may need to walk your feet out a little bit to achieve this position. But yeah, and I'm just focused on keeping my hips pressed up. So we usually sit down. I want the opposite feeling from when I'm sitting down a lot. Those hip flexors nice and stretched. And I'm just moving my arms. I'm keeping them, as you can see, as much as I can in line with my body. Not reaching for the floor, but just in line with my hip. And this is going to really help stimulate those muscles that tighten up, that force the shoulders up to the ears. So if you're having a hard time sleeping, this is a great exercise to do. Get ready for it. There's your rest. Recommend you drink a little water, maybe pick that stability ball up and throw it around a little bit. Just keep that heart rate up. And then you'll get back down into the same position because I've got another one for you. This time, who likes making snow angels? We're getting some snow out here. So same thing, opening up the arms and coming back. Now the wrists do not have to touch. I'm just taking my arms within my range of motion. So as much as my shoulders extend up and back. So not trying to get them to touch. I want two separate wings. Haha. Look at me, mom, and work out. See, you can too. I probably was telling her to get out of the shot. But now that I look back, they're so much cuter when they're in them. Same benefits here for the angel, especially if you sit at a desk. This is going to be a great one, helping to stretch up that subscapularis area and keep blood flow and stimulation going, so that, again, there's not a lot of tension being in the middle of the back in trying to hold up your head. Great job. Take a rest here. Alright, so we're going to stand and place the shin, one of our shins, on the ball. We're going to do a single leg lift with a glute extension. Don't focus on the leg that's kicking back. Focus on the stable leg that has to bend. Focus on keeping a nice tight body so that you feel in control. This is another way to work the core. The core is everything. So if you do single leg exercises with me, you'll understand why we're standing. Core elements start in the foot, so make sure that big toe is down, spreading down through the heel and the pinky toe. Just a nice little wrap around that leg into the ankle. And then as you start to get confident, you can go as deep as you want to. Make sure you stay on one side. You're going to see me switch, but that's just so you can see me switch. Stay on one side. Focus on that stable leg bending here. So as you see, I'm trying to get up here. When you get real good, you can just hop like that. But as you see, as I adjust, I'm not really looking to pull my leg so far forward. I really just want it in line with the opposite leg. So I have to adjust there a little bit. Nothing wrong with adjusting. Nice. And I want to keep my body upright. So I could be switching. I could be like, oh yeah, time to switch. I could be leaning forward and setting my head forward, but that's not what I'm doing. I'm not articulating my lower spine. This particular exercise is great. It's going to help you get up and down stairs forever. It's going to help you get up and off of curbs. If something were to happen, we are always prepared to go one-legged. You know what I'm saying? Unilateral exercises or single leg exercises really help strengthen the core, as well as strengthen muscle all over. But whenever you need to work your core and you can't get on a floor, this is something to do. Keep it up. We're on the opposite side, but we're not switching. You're doing a great job. We're almost there. I'm pretty sure I was like giving advice to my niece in this video. That's what it was. Sometimes people just don't let me work, guys, and I gotta get the work done. So I appreciate you. There's your rest. Nice. Breathe. You can do a few marches if you need to. Good morning, by the way, if this is your first workout of the day. I'm proud of you. Alright, so we're going to get back down to the floor, hands and knees, and place your elbows on the ball, and then press up into a low plank. And we're going to go for mountain climbers. And really, I'm just lifting and bending my knee, and my knee is hitting the ball. Now the goal is to go as fast as stable. So if walking this or gentle marching helps you stay stable on the ball, perfect. Otherwise, move a little bit faster, because I like my mountain climbers to feel like cardio. Keep it going, keep it going. A great breath for this is like a very quick breath, pressing out through the mouth, inhaling through the nose. It feels like a pant, I'm telling you, but you start it out like that, and then once you get your stamina, let the breaths lengthen. How's it feel? You're almost there. Go ahead, exhale and rest. Nice. Make sure you're dropping down gently to the floor. I'm telling you, we're almost there. You're doing amazing. So you're going to lay down onto the floor, back on the floor. You're going to place your feet on top of the ball. And make sure that your knees are hip width apart. Try to make sure that your feet are parallel. And we're going to go for a glute bridge. Lifting and letting loose. And we really want to use our glutes here, glutes, hamstrings. So as you can see, I'm not forcing myself out of a range of motion that I'm not accustomed to. I'm not trying to arch my back in the opposite direction. I just want control. I'd inhale as I came down, exhale as I went up. Make sure you're searching for comfort. If you're finding pain outside of glutes and perhaps some lower core or back, you don't want your hamstrings to be tight. That's one thing I can say. So search for comfort. Maybe you need to open up your legs wider. That's up to you, my doll. Go ahead for a rest. Oh yeah, you're going to stay in that position. And we're really just going to take one leg off of the ball. So what you'll see me model is ideal, but you can have your leg be at any angle. I would like for the extra leg to be at 90 degrees, but it can be at any angle that you need it to, so long as it's off the ball. Otherwise, we're keeping one foot on the ball and we're going to press up. Now you're going to watch me almost get hurt. You have to ground yourself here by placing your triceps, forearms, and palms on the floor. And this is an extension. So once you're up, you're really just bending and extending that leg. So as you can see, I've incorporated some leg work in here. This is leg endurance work. And making, I burnt it out, look at that. But making sure that we are confident in our movement. And don't worry, you're going to get a chance to do this. You don't have to switch sides with me. So no matter what position you're in, if your core is stable, you can achieve pretty much a lot of movement in other muscle groups. And I'm not worried about how high my hips are or anything like that. You know, I'm just making sure I'm off and feeling engaged. Now, probably me more closer to the summer, my hips will be higher. And so should yours. Now you're going to switch sides. Keeping that fail in there. Just because you think you know everything, and then look. This leg extension is a really good burnout though. Great for the hamstrings and the quadriceps, and also helping you to pull out of poor calf mechanics. So when your calves get really tight because of you sitting down a lot, or even laying down, curled up. My head is resting. My shoulders are down, just so you know. Creating that bind between belly button and pelvis. Just breathe. There we go, resting. Now you're going to get up and sit on the ball. This is your last one. Go ahead, roll out into that bridge again, protecting your head, protecting your shoulders, and allowing your hips to be off of the ball. Knees should be in line with ankles and feet should be parallel. And try to keep that functionality while you're attempting to do this. So when you lift your foot and you rotate your ankle, try not to do that. Keep tension, fluid, and energy together. So again, we talk about the ball rolling. We know the ball is going to roll. We just have to feel it. Start with a small range of motion. As you can see, I took baby steps and then I started to lift them up higher as I got more confident. So we don't have to worry about the ball rolling. We have to be more confident about the journey of the leg going up and down. So we want to find the opportunity to take a lot of time in the movement. And clearly, as I get bolder, I take more time in the movement, which is what we're looking for. That control in between the lift and placing down is where that core exercise is. Not how many times we lift it, but the confidence to lift it is what's working that core. I am so proud of you. Keep going till the end of the video if you can. Otherwise, it's lish. I'm very proud if you've completed this all the way through in one. If you want to, do it again. I know you don't. Make sure you check me out for class later this week and have a great day.